Here is your super quick stock market update. What's going on, team? It's Ricky here with TechBit Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Monday. Hope that you guys all had an amazing Monday, right? $24,000 on the day. On my previous upload, I think I was up 20 or 21,000. Market continued to go up. I mean, it showed this beautiful uptrend pattern. It was making higher highs, higher lows, pretty much just validating the moving average. And it's a textbook overall uptrend, right? Overall lows, highs, pulls back to the moving average, makes new highs, pulls back to the moving average, finds support, makes new highs. After we were hitting a little bit above $41, I called it a day. I locked in profits early and I left myself with my one lucky share. Now it looks like it's pulling back just a little bit during the aftermarket trading session. And let me explain why. What is the uncertainty that's going on with the market? Did you know? Or do you know what companies are reporting earnings tomorrow? One of the great things that I love about Webull, again, if you guys do not use Webull as your trading application, it is free for everyone in the US, and it is the 5th link in the description down below. If you use my link and you deposit $100, you will earn up to 12 free shares. I will earn 1 free share. So it's a win-win for both of us, but you do have to make sure that you deposit at least $100 when you first open up the account. Now let's talk about Tuesday. Well, what is going on tomorrow? What's the big deal about Tuesday? It's not Wednesday, right? It's not when the Federal Reserve is going to announce the interest rate hike. First, let's go ahead and talk about the economic reports that are going to be released tomorrow. We have the Chicago PMI report, one of the most important reports that are going to be released tomorrow, and the consumer confidence report. The Chicago PMI is going to be released 1 hour before the stock market opens with the employment cost index. Then we have 2 minor reports that are not really going to influence the overall market. And then we have the consumer confidence report at 10 a.m. Eastern time, which is 30 minutes after the market opens. The reason I always say that is because, again, we're all in probably different time zones, so I want you to take that into consideration. We all understand when the market opens, and if you don't, well, too bad, right? But here you see it. 1 hour before the market opens, we have the Chicago PMI, and then 30 minutes after the market opens, we have the consumer confidence report. On top of that, again, thanks to the handy dandy Webull, we have under the earnings tab tomorrow, we have AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, again, one of the larger manufacturers for those semiconductors, right? Huge, just like NVIDIA. AMD reports earnings after the market closes tomorrow, but what about before the market opens? You know, what's going to be released with all of these, right? With these economic reports. Did you know that tomorrow there's ExxonMobil? I want to show this to you. We have ExxonMobil. We have Spotify reporting earnings before the market opens. That's what BMO is the abbreviation for. We have ExxonMobil. We have Pfizer. I don't know if you've heard about them, but the 2 biggest ones are going to be Pfizer with a $244 billion market cap, and ExxonMobil, if I'm not mistaken, that should be at $500 million. It was at $500 million. Right now it's at $467 billion. Pretty much $500 million. I mean, they have more money than I do, so it doesn't matter. We have Spotify, again, reporting earnings tomorrow. That's at a measly $17.89 billion. Again, not as much, but that's going to be after the market closes. And then we have Match Group that's going to be released also after the market closes. Let's see what else we have going on after market hours. We have Caterpillar, if you're invested in that old company. Just kidding. Let's see, we got Snapchat, Pentair, here it goes. Polaris, not bad. We got Pfizer is going to be the most important one, I would say. Let's see if we see anything else in the hundreds of billions. I think that's going to be it for now. We have, then advanced AMD. So AMD, we have Pfizer, we have ExxonMobil, Snapchat, and Spotify all reporting earnings tomorrow. We also have Stryker, for those that are aware of that company. Stryker, ticker symbol SYK, with a nearly $100 billion market cap, reporting earnings. That should be before the market opens, right? So after the market closes. So those are all going to be reporting earnings tomorrow. The reason that that's important to understand is that, why am I talking so much about market cap valuation? I mean, tomorrow's going to be kind of a relaxed day. We have ExxonMobil, yes, we have Spotify, yes, we have Snapchat. But in comparison to the ones that are going to follow up on Wednesday and on Thursday, they're small, right? Because we have trillion-dollar companies on Wednesday and on Thursday. We have Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, and Meta going to be reporting on Wednesday and on Thursday. And we have the up-and-coming interest rate hike. So if you're asking the question, why did the market sell off today? Why is there so much uncertainty? Why is market direction beginning to change? We've been talking about it literally all week, right? On the day chart, it's very easy to see on the 1 hour time frame. We've been making higher highs, higher lows. This isn't a break of pattern, right? If you look at the 30-minute time frame, this is literally a textbook setup of a pullback to the moving average, which it tends to do from time to time, even on this consistent uptrend. Now we're testing the support at this moving average with the 30-minute time frame. So now we're going to see tomorrow before the market opens, based off of what is going to be reported with those economic reports and those up and coming earnings, are we going to break above the EMA and then begin to recover and make new highs, or are we going to break below the moving average and actually begin to sell off? Is this the beginning of the end, or is this the start of something much better than last year, right? If you take into consideration with where we're at, again, we talked about this in today's earlier video, we're literally at an inflection point. We're at a critical point. We have not been trading above the moving average ever since the early 2020, right? It's been 12 months since we've actually been trading above the 200-day moving average. The really great thing about that is, well, you know, it's all dependent on big tech and this up and coming Federal Reserve interest rate hike. This is all going to happen on Wednesday and on Thursday, and that will determine if the market actually pulls on back or if the market actually continues to rally. But again, you can't be surprised. One of the things that we always love to say is our job is not to hope for the best, but it's to prepare for worst case scenario. And the only people that freak out when the market pulls back are those that did not prepare. There's nothing wrong with being invested long term. If anything, I love being invested long term at these oversold levels. There's going to be pullbacks along the way. We can't be greedy, right? Looking at January 6th from overall lows to where we're at right now, markets shown great signs of progress, but understand that things can get worse before they get better, and that's just the game that we're in. So again, it's putting yourself in a position in which that you can tolerate. If you cannot tolerate a big pullback, then just realize that about yourself and that you're too heavily invested. It felt so good today being in SQQQ and relatively being in a light position for my second time, right? You guys saw when I was up 20K, I made an additional 4K literally just by being able to buy the lows and sell the highs, and I didn't do that with a crazy dollar amount. I felt very effective because my position size was not very aggressive. And I don't know if you guys ever feel that way, but it's just with enough money that you feel motivated to take it seriously, but not so much money that it makes you emotional or irrational if things go south. And that's kind of the balance that you want to have when you're learning how to trade. Enough to take it seriously, but not so much that it makes you irrational or ineffective when it comes down to actually learning how to trade. Remember, the making money part comes later, especially if you're just getting started. I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of the economic reports. I wanted to make sure of the market sentiment, and I wanted you to be aware of the up and coming earnings that are going to be released tomorrow before the market opens and after the market closes. So if you have any questions about what we talked about today, you guys know where to reach out to me. That's going to be via Discord, which is the first link in the description down below. If you want to watch me trade live, I work with one team and one team only. There's nothing else that I offer, and it's my Learn Plan Profit Group. They get to watch me trade live every day. So if you want access to work with me on a closer basis, I encourage you, click the second link, take 2 minutes, and learn more about our Learn Plan Profit 2.0 team and what it's like to watch me trade live every single day. You get access to our A to Z video lesson library, our daily live trading sessions, private group chat, and access to the TechBuds HQ. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and right now it's $150 off, and it's that second link down below. I appreciate your time. Hope that I earned a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, and again, all I ever ask you to do is to drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications, especially if you want to tune on in to my free live streams and this up and coming Federal Reserve live stream that we're going to be hosting when they announce that up and coming interest rate hike. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.